progress.
Hmm. Hello everyone, today I'm the presenter of this podcast. I'm Margaret Pacheco and this is my partners are Juan José Alejo Timana and Daira Castañeda. How are you guys? How are you guys?
I'm fine, thanks.
All right, thanks for asking.
Okay, I'm glad that you are well. That's important to do a good job.
What will we talk about today?
I'm glad you asked. Today we will talk about society, an important topic like everyone else that we talked about before, because it's linked to the other topics. More especially, we will talk about how our society has changed, if our society grows or perishes, if we establish a colony on Mars on the red planet. What is your opinion about this?
Well, this is an interesting topic like others, and I think that with trip to Mars, the society will change. I think that this topic will be interesting because the trip to Mars can make us useful since it could be like a second chance for humanity.
Well, I think it's an interesting topic because society has changed a lot over the years. I also think that the adaptation of humans being on Mars will not be a big problem since human beings are very curious by instinct.
Hmm. I think it's a controversial topic because there are many opinions about this. It's like a debate. It's like a debate, but just like our name was on the channel. But in my opinion, it depends of our resources. If there are no snow or there is no food, our society will perish. Moreover, that's a good opportunity to evolve because it will be hope for the next generations in the earth for some reasons ceases to exist. Well, it's that I think. Bueno, sí, the person. I'm the person. I'm the person. Okay, thanks for your opinion. The answers are good. Now, I have another question. What do you know about this topic?
Well, I think this topic will be interesting and important for all the people.
I know there is a project to make a colony on Mars because apparently it is safer if the Earth disappears in a few years. There, therefore, I know that it's possible to establish a colony on Mars and grow in it.
What I understand of subject is that society has managed to develop well. It has also made different discoveries that have contributed many to problems, whether they are disease, environment, or technology.
Perfect. The answers are interesting. Now, this question is important because it's one of the main questions. How has our society changed?
Our society changed over the years. Poor people do not have to eat. Sometimes people ignore them or they take pictures of giving the money to have more followers on social networks.
I see society changed in technology. Since comparing the technology of before with the current, there are clear differences. For example, before going to Mars was a dream, but now it's possible thanks to the technology.
In my opinion, our society has changed a lot over the years, both for the better and for the worse. And I say this because there are many things that humans have created to continue to develop and gain a better understanding of what surrounds us. But there are also negative things, such the increase of pollution, since many factories produce toxic gases that damage the planet, or also the arrival of the new virus that has caused a lot of damage in the world, both economically, and physically. Therefore, as I repeat, society has known how to develop for better and for wrongs.
Okay, today you come inspired with answers, and it seems that this is a podcast is going great. Great. Well, this is one of the last questions. I don't want this to come to the end, but it's necessary. Do you think our society will grow or perish if we establish a colony on Mars?
I think it will grow because in the future we will have more technology and we will be able to go to Mars and colonize it and live there in case of a global emergency.
Oh, and that's good questions. In my opinion, the society will grow because the project is very elaborate. They would have everything planned, and also they are doing tests to go to space and start a colony in the future.
It's a good question, and I think so. And there are many reasons why I think we could adapt on Mars, but there is one thing that stands out a lot, and it is the curiosity of the human being. The curiosity we have to discover new things is what we eat has helped us to develop. And I am sure that on Mars it will also be like that. An addition, before human begins to Mars, the experts will have already done studies which must shows that it's safe to live. That's why in my opinion we shouldn't worry about it.
Okay, we are almost done with this podcast. Okay, this is the last question. How do you feel about this topic?
I feel nice and surprised because every year I realize how society is changing.
Um, in my case, I feel good talking about this topic because it's everything is very interesting. Also, investigating was fun.
Well, I feel good as it is good to realize how our society is changing over the years that pass, and also to discuss how we think the colony will be on Mars.
In conclusion, we all agree that society can grow if we establish a colony on Mars, and we all feel good discussing this topic. Well, we finished with this podcast. The chapter 3 of this podcast ends. Thanks for listening and remember. Well, we don't really have anything to remember, but thanks for being us. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.